सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम्. We are in chapter 11 of Bhagavad Gita. The name of the chapter is Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yogam. And we have completed up to 50th sloka. Now Arjuna requested Paramatma to mellow down and requested Lord to come back to his normal human form, which he was transacting every day. So Bhagavan appeared before Arjuna as Krishnamurti. Now Arjuna is responding. Arjuna vacha drushtvedam manusham rupam tava somyam janardhana idani masmi samruttaha sacheta prakrutim gataha. Arjuna vacha, Arjuna said, Janardana, O Krishna, drushtva, seeing, idam saumyam, this pleasing, manusham rupam, human form, tava, of yours, asmi idanim, I have now, samruttaha, sachetaha, become peaceful. Gataha, I have come to normalcy. I have come to my original state. I don't have any kind of worry now. I don't have any anxiety and fear. Arjuna vacha, he Janardana, tava idam manusham saumyam rupam drushtva aham idanim sachetaha samruttaha asmi prakrutim gataha asmi. Arjuna said, O Krishna, seeing this pleasing human form of yours, I have now become peaceful. I have come to normalcy. Arjuna is happy and jubilating because this is the form he is very much acquainted with. So he is not comfortable with Vishwarupa. So he has come back from Anekarupa Bhakti to Ekarupa Bhakti. From this we have to understand one thing. If you have to enjoy Anekarupa Bhakti or Vishwarupa Bhakti, you should have enough maturity. Otherwise, Anekarupa Bhakti or Vishwarupa Bhakti is scary. If Anekarupa Bhakti is scary, you cannot think of Arupa Bhakti, the highest form. That Nirguna Brahma, he cannot accept and accommodate. It is like eating food without salt and pepper. So, for most of the people, they want Sabda, Sparsa, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Nirguna Brahma is not at all luring, not at all attractive. So they like Ekarupa Bhakti only. The same way Arjuna is fond of Ekarupa Bhakti. So he is saying Janardhana. Janan ardheti iti Janardhana. One who creates fear in people is Janardhana. So he addressed Krishna Paramatma as Janardhana because he horrified him by showing his Vishwarupam. Drushtvedam manusham rupam tava saumyam. Now you have come back to your soft and human form. Idanim asmi samruttaha. Now I have come to normalcy. Sachetaha. My mind is now quiet and out of fear, and it is not worried anymore. So I got back my previous peaceful mind. Prakritim gataha. So I have come to my natural state. This is what Arjuna mentioned. Then Bhagavan gave the reply. This is 52nd sloka. Shri Bhagavan vacha Sudurdarshanabidam rupam drushtavanasi mama deva apyasya rupasya nityam darshanakanshinaha. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, the Lord said, Idam Rupam, this form, Mama of mine, Yat Drushtavanasi, which you have seen, Sudur Darshanam is very difficult to see. Api Devaha, even for gods. Nityam Darshana Kanchinaha, they are always craving for this vision. Asya Rupasya, of this form. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Yat Mama Sudurdarshanam Idam Rupam Drushtavanasi. Asya Rupasya Devaha Api Nityam Darshana Kanchinaha Santi. Lord said, this form of mine which you have seen is very difficult to see. Even gods are always craving for the vision of this form. So, Paramatma is concluding by glorifying Vishwarupa Ishvara form. Though Arjuna mentioned that it is scary, he said this is the rarest form. Idam Rupam Sudur Darshanam. This Vishwarupa Darshanam is a rare thing. It's not an easy thing. It's not for all. So all are not eligible to see this. All cannot accommodate this. Drushtavanasi en mama. Whatever you have seen is a rare thing. All that you have seen is by my grace. Deva apyasya rupasya nityam darsana kanchinaha. Even devatas, even gods, they will be craving to see this Vishwarupam. Gods will be longing to see this. You can understand how difficult it is for ordinary human beings. They will be praying for this kind of form, which is the rarest of rarity. 53rd sloka. Naham vedainna tapasa na dhanena na chejjaya sakya evam vido drashtum drushtavanasi mam yatha. Na vedaihi, neither by the Vedas, neither by the study of Vedas, na tapasa, nor by austerity, na dhanena, nor by charity, na cha ijjaya, nor by worship, sekyaha aham drashtum, can I be seen, evam vida, in this form, yadha drushtavanasi, as you have seen, mam, seen me. Tvam yada mam drushtavanasi, evam vidaha aham na vedaihi na tapasa na dhanena na cha idjaya drashtum sekyaha asmi. Neither by the study of Vedas, nor by austerity, nor by charity, nor by worship can I be seen in this form as you have seen me. So, the previous sloka, Paramatma said this is the rarest form. So, anybody would get curiosity how to get this darshana. If it is not possible for devatas, for human beings it is very, very difficult. So, how to get this darshan? So, that he is going to explain the coming slokas. So, there is only one way, that is bhakti. That too not ordinary bhakti. You should have very committed bhakti, tivra bhakti. For this tivra bhakti, Bhagavan wants to glorify the tivra bhakti. He is undermining, he is talking less of the other sadhanas, other practices. It doesn't mean the other practices are really inferior. No. It is only to highlight bhakti in this particular aspect. Bhagavan is glorifying bhakti and showing that other sadhanas are less compared to bhakti. This is what we call nahi ninda nyayam. It is not to blame other practices but to glorify bhakti. Vedaihi, even the pandits of Veda who are experts in Vedic chanting, some are titled Kramavits, some are called Jatavallabhs, some are called Ghanapatis. So they are all skilled in chanting in one particular style. They are really great. But Paramatma says that even they cannot have my vision like this. Mind you, this is not to belittle, this is not to undermine these pandits. This is only to glorify the Vishwarupa Darshana. Evam vidaha aham drashtum na sakyaha. So my form, which is Vishwarupa Ishvara form, cannot be seen by these people who are good at chanting, Vedic chanting. Na tapasa, not even by austerity. Even if people observe severe austerities, they cannot have my Vishwarupa Darshana. Na danena, not by charity. People may do a lot of charity, but they cannot have my Vishwarupa Darshana. Na ijjaya, idya means yajnam, not even by yajnas. But these practices are praised. If you recall Brihadaranyakam, tam vedanu vachanena dadena yajnena tapasa. So there it says by Vedic chanting, by charity, by yajna, by tapas, you can get me. Here he says you cannot. So what you have to understand, did he refuted Vedic dictum? No, it is not refuting the Vedic dictum, which is in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It is only to glorify Vishwarupa Darshana. Drushtavanasi mam yadha. Whatever you have seen few minutes before, you have seen my Vishwarupa Darshanam. So other sadhakas are not capable enough to have my darshan that way. Sloka number 54. Bhaktya tvananyaya sekyaha ahamevam vidorjuna jnatum drashtum cha tatvena praveshtum cha parantapa. Arjuna, O Arjuna, tu, however, ananyaya bhaktya, by undivided devotion, aham sekyaha drashtum, I can be seen, evam vidaha, in this form, jnatum cha tatvena, known truly, cha praveshtum, and merged into parantapa, O Arjuna. He parantapa, Arjuna, aham evam vidaha, tatvena jnatum cha drashtum praveshtum cha ananyaya bhaktya tu shakyaha. O Arjuna, however, by undivided devotion, I can be seen in this form, known truly and merged into, O Arjuna. So, here Paramatma is mentioning how to get this kind of opportunity. That is bhakti. What type of bhakti? Ananya bhakti. Only if you have Ananya Bhakti, you can have Vishwarupa Darshana. Ananya Bhakti is mentioned in 7th chapter. In 7th chapter, Paramatma mentioned 4 types of bhaktis. Artha Bhakti, Ardharthi Bhakti, Jijnasu Bhakti, Jnani Bhakti. Artha Bhakti and Ardharthi Bhakti you can see it as one. That is Sakama Bhakti. Sakama Bhakti is Laukika Vijayam. That is, you want accomplishments in the mundane world. It is more or less business Bhakti. If you get this, I will offer you this much. So like that you have a deal with God and then you proceed. Your Bhakti is as long as you get your wish fulfilled. If your wish is not fulfilled, then you fight with God. You will not care even to deny God. You will say there is no God also if your wish is not fulfilled. So this is the kind of bhakti which is business bhakti. This is Artha Bhakti and Ardharthi Bhakti. Then the third one is Jijnasu Bhakti. You understand there is something superior to this. You want to know the real form of God. You want to know the reality. So, you want to do Nitya Vastu Vivekam. Then, for such bhakta, his route will be different. Earlier, the worldly accomplishments are the targets and Bhagavan is the means. Now, Bhagavan is the Lakshyam and worldly accomplishments and Jagat becomes the means. So, he is called Mumukshu, and that Mumukshutvam, that moksham he understands, it can be achieved by Jnana. So, he wants to acquire the knowledge, that to Atma Vidya, the knowledge of Atma. Then the final stage is Jnani Bhakti. Jnani Bhakti is that where Bhagavan is neither sadhana nor sadhya. Because the very sadhaka is Brahma. Bhagavan is Siddha Vastu. Bhagavan is very much available as Siddha Vastu. So, this is possible only at a higher level. If you have that refinement and readiness, you can reach this stage. So, Ananya Bhakti, if you have, then only you can achieve this. Ananyaya Bhaktya Aham Eva Vidaha Drashtum Sekyaha. If you have this Ananya Bhakti, then only you can see me in Vishwarupa Darshana. So, where will this Vishwarupa Darshanam lead the sadhaka to? Where will this Vishwarupa Darshana lead sadhaka to? Tatvena Jnatum Sekyaha. So, slowly it leads bhakta to Swarupa Jnana. It will enable the bhakta to understand his Swarupam. That is Bhagavat Swarupam. Brahma is not sadhanam nor sadhyam. I am Brahma, Aham Brahma Asmi. This knowledge he will get through Guru. Tatvena drashtum means Advaita Jnanam Praptum. So he gets Advaita Jnanam. Advaita Jnanam he can acquire through Guru, and he will stay in that Nishta. Praveshtum cha Sekyaha. So through Jnanam he becomes one with Bhagavan. So this Aikyam is not joining a God slowly and becomes one. That is not the idea. He is already Bhagavan. So that delusion will go. That mistaken identity will go. He will understand his reality and stay in that Nishta. So the last and final sloka. Mat karma kut mat paramaha mat bhakta sangavarjitaha nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yas samameti pandava Pandava, O Pandava, Yaha, whoever mat karma krut is doing kartavya karma for my sake. Mat paramaha, who is devoted to me, who revels in me. Mat bhaktaha, who shows bhakti and shraddha unto me. Sangha varjitaha, who is free from sangha, who is free from relations and attachments and detachments. Sarva bhuteshu, who is free from relations from all living beings. Nirvairaha, who is not having any dvesham. Saha mamyeti. So for such Ananya Bhakta will get me. Arjuna, O Arjuna, tu, however, Ananyaya Bhaktya, by undivided devotion, Aham Sekyaha Drashtum, I can be seen. Evam Vidaha, in this form, that means in Viswarupa, Ishvara form. Jnatum cha tatvena, known truly, cha praveshtum, and merged into Parantapa, O Arjuna. O Arjuna, Saha Yaha Mat Karma Krut, he who does works for me. Mat Bhaktaha, who is my devotee. Mat Paramaha, who keeps me as supreme goal. Sangha Varjitaha, who is free from attachment. Nirvairaha Sarvabhuteshu, who is free from hatred towards all. Yeti Mam, reaches me. Pandava, O Arjuna. He Pandava, Yaha Mat Karma Krit, Mat Paramaha, Sangha Varjitaha, Sarvabhuteshu Nirvairaha, Mat Bhaktaha Asti, Saha Mamyeti. He who does work for me, who is my devotee, who keeps me as the supreme goal, who is free from attachment and who is free from hatred towards all, reaches me, O Arjuna. So, in Krishna Paramatma's jargon, bhakti is not a sadhana. All sadhanas will come under bhakti. All these sadhanas will lead you to moksha. These sadhanas, if you divide into 3, Bhagavan is going to divide into 5, which is going to explain the next chapter. The 3 kinds of sadhanas are Karma Lakshana Bhakti, Upasana Lakshana Bhakti, Jnana Lakshana Bhakti. Karma Lakshana Bhakti is dividing into two kinds of bhakti. Similarly, Upasana Lakshana Bhakti also he divides into 2. So that's how Paramatma is going to explain the whole process in 5 steps in the next chapter. We will try to understand what is Karma Lakshana Bhakti. Karma Lakshana Bhakti means which is expressed in the form of Karma Yoga. How you can think Karma Yoga as Bhakti? Karma Yoga is a kind of karma only, a kind of action. How can you say karma becomes bhakti? Karma Yoga cannot be practiced until and unless you have a committed bhakti towards God. Only a bhakta can become karma yogi. So this is a kind of bhakti. In karma there are 2 stages. Any person who does action, karma means action. Any person who does karma, who does action, becomes karta, the doer, and bhokta, the enjoyer. As karta, as the doer, he does many actions. For every action he gets karma phala, the result. So he enjoys that karma phala as bhokta. So that karma phala may be anything. It may be in his favor or it may be not in his favor. Sometimes it may be painful and it will not be good for the karta. So this is the state of Kevala Karmisti, those who does karma in routine. Now we will see how Karma Yogi takes up the karma. Karma Yogi always does work with Ishvara Arpana Bhavana. So with a feeling that he is going to dedicate his work towards God. Mamopapta samasta duritakshaya dwara Sri Parameswara Prityardam aham idam karma karishye. So whatever I do, this is unto God. So every time you did not do it with folded hands, you can have it in your mind. So that feeling is very important. So that is Ishvara Arpana Bhakti. For every work, you get result. So we want result. So we get result for every work, and now how you react to the result, that is important. So whatever you get, you have to take it as prasadam, Ishvara prasadam. So that result may be good, result may be in your favor or it may not be in your favor, but it is coming from Ishvara. So this Karma Yogi accepts everything as Ishvara prasadam. So nothing is, painful for him. Everything is happy. Everything is a pleasurable thing for him. So for Ishvara Arpana Buddhi and Ishvara Prasada Buddhi, this together, so Karma Yoga means as a karta is doing the work with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, as a bhokta is enjoying the karma phala as Ishvara Prasada Buddhi. The karma phala may be in his favor or it may not be. But he takes it in a right spirit and have a reverence because it is Ishvara Prasadam. Then coming to Upasana Lakshana Bhakti, from Karma Yogam you have to slowly graduate yourself to Upasana Yoga. Upasana means Dhyanam. So, why he has to do Dhyana? As a Karma Yogi, he is always outward. As Karta and Bhokta, he has to transact with the world. So, he should understand his real self. So, he should have that Antarmukhatvam. He should understand Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. So, you should see that Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma in your heart cave. So, you should have that inward vision. This is possible only in Upasana. So, when we do Vishnu Sahasranamam, there are certain Dhyana Slokas. So, in the Dhyana Slokas, you have to meditate on God. You have to imagine God's form and then do Upasana. It is not mere chanting. When you say Atha Dhyanam, you have to do meditation. Jnana Lakshana Bhakti, the final form. In Jnana Lakshana Bhakti, when a person is studying Shastra, that means he is doing Vedanta Vicharana. This particular part is called Jnana Yoga. That is why Chinmayanandaji, he used to say Gita Jnana Yajna. Even teaching Gita becomes yajna. Learning becomes yajna. So, a sadhaka travels from Karma Lakshana Bhakti to Upasana Lakshana Bhakti to Jnana Lakshana Bhakti. In Jnana Lakshana Bhakti, sadhaka understands his own reality. He gets Advaita Jnanam. He gets Atma Jnanam. By getting Atma Jnanam, he understands his reality. His reality is that he is Sakshat Bhagavan. He is Chaitanya Tattvam. The Chaitanya Tattvam is his reality. So that he understands by Advaita Jnanam. So Karma Yogam plus Upasana Yogam plus Jnana Yogam together is Bhakti. So Bhakti Yoga means not mere Bhakti doing bhajan and all that. That is not the only thing. All three yogas you have to understand and you have to merge as one. That is Bhakti. So, this Jnana Yogam is the ultimate and the pinnacle for the Bhakti. Bhakti Parakashta is Jnana. Mat Karma Krut Bhava. So, O Arjuna, may you become Karma Yogi. You may do any work, but do it with Iswararpana Buddhi. Edyat karomi tattadakilam shambhotavaradanam. Kayena vacha manasat smarami. Buddhyatmana va prakute svabhava. Karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai. Narayanayeti samarpayami. This is what you should hold in mind. Iswararpana Buddhi. As Karta. As Bhokta, you should accept karma phala with Iswara Prasada Buddhi. This we have seen in 2nd and 3rd chapter. And Samatvam Yoga Vichyate, that was the quote Bhagavan mentioned in Karma Yoga. Mad Bhaktaha Bhava, become my devotee. So, slowly you should go towards God and you should have the Tivra Mumukshutvam. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yejanah Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogatshemam Vahamyaham. That's what Paramatma promised for a Bhakta. Mat Paramaha Bhava. Have Tivra Mumukshu. You should have that Mumukshutvam. I want to know, I want to have moksham. And moksham can be achieved only through jnanam. So, you should understand that only by knowing your own reality you get moksha. So for that he becomes sadhana chatushtaya sampanna. Sangha varjitaha. So slowly he gets acquainted, he gets qualified for jnana. Usually in the childhood, children are, they are fond of biscuits. As you grow old, you are fond of biscuits, but gold biscuits. So all this ragam will fade away when you have bhakti towards God. Nirvaira sarvabhuteshu. You don't have any kind of enmity towards anything. Towards animals, towards plants, towards human beings, you don't have ragam and dvesham. You have equality. You have compassion. How do you know that you don't have ragam and dvesham? If a person is with you, you are happy. If he is not with you, you are not unhappy. So this is the raga dvesha atita bhavana, otherwise called vairagyam, detachment. So this mumukshutvam, I want moksham. So this is the real bhakti. Saha mam yeti pandava. Only such person who is practicing these sadhanas, he will definitely become one with me. He gets moksham. That's what Paramatma is assuring. So if a person is equipped with sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, then Bhagavan will send a guru to him and sees that he gets jnanam. Once he gets jnanam, that sadhaka stays in that nishtha and he enjoys jivan mukti, and at the fall of the body he gets videha mukti. So this is the thing. So these three steps, karma lakshana bhakti, upasana lakshana bhakti and jnana lakshana bhakti, they are explained in 5 steps in the next chapter, for which Bhagavan has given a foundation here, and this will be explained in detail at length in chapter number 12. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vishwarupa Darsana Yogo Nama Ekadasodhyayaha. Harihi Om Tat Sat. So this is in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is a part of Upanishads and a part of Brahma Vidya, which contains Yoga Shastram, and this is the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, titled Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yogam. Chapter number 11 is completed. Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudatyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.